The steering knock in the Hyundai i30 is a very common problem for this car, very common. And in a repair shop you can get the information that the steering rack is a problem, or maybe the steering column, which is very often blamed for this knocking. Steering column is a problem and you need to replace it. And actually when you replace it and you pay several thousand euros for that, the problem disappears. But the issue is not with the steering column in most cases, especially if your car is still in the low mileage range, so it has like 60-80,000 kilometers on it. And in this case it's not the steering rack and not the steering column, it's only this small plastic coupler used in the steering column system. So there is a plastic star looking coupler that is not designed, that is not engineered properly by Hyundai, and it has a huge problem. It just gets demolished when you drive your car, and usually it's about 60 to 80,000 kilometers, and you will start hearing the knocking in the steering wheel, and this means that you will just need to replace this $10 coupler and everything will come back to normal. Unfortunately, this is not the DIY job, and you will need to disassemble the steering column. If you can do that on your own, you can do it in your garage. But if you can't do this like 99% of other people, you will need to find an independent mechanic or maybe go to the dealership and tell them to replace this plastic coupler. Now, unfortunately, it can be the electric motor in the power steering system, but there is an easy way to check it. So when your engine is running and you wiggle the steering wheel from side to side, you will hear knocking, whether it's the electric motor or it's the coupler. You will hear the knocking anyway. But when you turn off the engine and leave your key in accessory position, so engine is not running and the power steering is not working, and you wiggle the steering wheel, you will still hear this sound if this is the plastic coupler. If this is the electric motor, you will not hear the sound with the engine off, because the electric motor doesn't work and you just can't move it, you can't hear this sound. Also, if you replace this coupler, you will have a lot of different codes, different lights, warning lights on your dash after that, because when you reinstall the steering column, it's important to reset the steering angle sensor. If you don't reset it, it will give bad readings to the ECU, to this electronic control system, and the car will go nuts. And you will need to reset it in order to get rid of all those warning lights. Resetting is possible with a good scanner. It will not reset on its own, however long you drive. So if you hear your Hyundai i30 making this knocking sound in the steering column or steering wheel, before replacing any expensive modules, just verify that this star-looking plastic part, this coupler, is in normal condition.